this day always reminds me of a Tuesday 40 years ago. Isn't that a long time to remember? I can't remember what happened yesterday, but 40 years ago. And I used to fill in for Father Cushing, who had Mass with the Shrine High School sisters on Tuesdays in the afternoon after school was over. And he wasn't able to go, and he asked me if I'd do it. And I went over there and celebrated Mass with him, and I just think it's marvelous. You know, teaching can be a very exhausting work. And there was a sister there, Sister Rose Aquinas. She was the assistant principal, and she suffered with elephantitis in her legs. And so she was in the back and had her legs up, and I began to preach, and then she was just... It was the most wonderful homily I'd ever given. You know? I mean, I never had anybody so peaceful. It was just great. I never have forgotten, and it was all... I mean, I would almost fall asleep, no offense, Diane, as we listen to him, you know, wading through the waters, and what he's just saying is there's plenty of water, there's plenty of God in the world. And it makes me think of it. I mean, water is the big topic during this time of the year as we get ready for the baptism of new converts. And here I am back from Florida, and I can't help but think of this, you know, to be able to walk barefoot in the surf, you know, and let the sand sort of sandpaper the old skin off the bottom of your feet and everything, you know, and feel that. My mother used to love to put her feet in the water, you know, soak them, said she felt so, and it does. I mean, the salt water just, it is so wonderful. And then, because it is so wonderful, it tempts you to go in. And I went in, and going in wasn't bad. Getting out. And I mean, I had this experience getting out. I could not get out. I mean, I had a crawl, you know, over this little trough, and of course, as you try to push down, the sand gives way, so you never get up. And just then, this hand reached out, and it was this wonderful man. He said, "Can I give you a hand?" And I said, "Oh, yes." And he helped me, and he said, "I was just telling my wife, now there's an old salt," and I'm thinking, "Oh, but not salt." And it was just what, you know, the healing power of water. And that's what Jesus calls himself. I'm the living water. I mean, you don't have to go to the ocean. You don't have to go to a well. You don't have to go to a spring. I'm the living water. I have the power to heal you, to nourish you, to strengthen you, to give you the power you need to walk through life. That's what we heard with the Samaritan woman. That's what we heard just last Sunday in the healing of the blind man. Go wash in the pool of Siloam. You know, he is the water, the living water. And he's always available to us. I mean, when you look at the ocean, you think that's great because you can't see the end of it. But the Lord is timeless, endless, always available. And so we pray that, you know, each day, and I know you do this in not only the celebration of the Eucharist, but in your prayer life, and the reading of His Word, and that nice little booklet that was put out that Bishop Butler at one time wrote, those 6-minute reflections. He's the water that gives us what we need for our journey through life, makes it bearable, and it's endless and timeless, as I read in that first reading from Ezekiel and then in the Gospel. So may the water of life be something we never forget. It isn't just our baptism into it, but it's our whole life into the presence of God. The Lord be with you.